Hello and welcome to Eerie Exploits, the only actual play podcast where comedians and a socialist brave the horrors of a fantastic necropolis, corporate reality. Today we're joined by Richard Cunha, a very high-frequency punchline comic whom I really like, very dirty comic too, and we had lots of fun with Richard in this campaign. He had a somewhat fitting character, I think, and he really committed to that role. So, without further ado, here's Richard and Eerie Exploits.
Hello.
We are live. Welcome to Eerie Exploits with a new episode, with a new guest, with a new, very funny comic. Today we have Richard Cunha with us. Give it up for Richard.
Hello. Hello. Hi, Mom.
You better earn that applause, Richard. And with us, as usual, he puts the commie in comedy. It's Daniel Gagarin. She puts the pro in proletariat. It's Paulina Patare.
Hello.
And he puts the, I don't know, damage into the M or something. He puts the D into the M. So, DM. Josh Sussman. I'm your host, Pavel. And we have a very special episode today for you. But as always, we're going to start with a recap. Joshua, handing over to you.
And I think there would be no one better to give today's recap than he who was missing last episode. So I'm going to turn it back to Pavel.
Yay.
Well, joke's on you because I did my homework. So in the last episode, we had Ruben on, who came from the human kingdom, and so he ran into Gammelalf and Ursula Big just as they put Nylan Husk in a coma at Ursula's son's school.
Probably, indefinitely, we don't know.
We don't know that, that's true. And then they received a gig for some food delivery, and that's when they met this human paladin, Jesus Hercules Jr. Right, that's right. What started as a food delivery gig turned out into a bit of like dungeon crawling, and there they met some interesting folks, kind of like a bunch of religious fanatics, if you will. Some from the Knee-High Kingdom. There was a dwarf who actually knew Gammelalf and pointed out how he failed at his revolution attempt. But yeah, in the end, I mean, they killed them off, and turned out the food delivery, that was actually dwarf and human meat. So that kind of like worked well together. And they were supposed to be paid in this new kind of currency, Nefarium, where one unit is worth 300 gold pieces. And I think that's when the episode ended.
Yep.
How did I do?
You did great.
10 out of 10? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a little high, but you did really good.
Awesome. So where are we right now?
When we last saw our heroes, and in the time between, I'll say that Joe Komodo has provided a few burlap sacks for the meat. So the party was in the midst of delivering the meat to Joe Komodo's contact, who promised Nefarium. And so we are back with Joe Komodo and party, now with meat in hand, in sack. And we've got Joe saying, Paulina's favorite voice, I'm sure. Yes. Thanks again for your assistance.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
What do you mean? I love it.
It's disgusting.
Can you put us on the ASMR label now? Because like, if we keep doing this, we're like more an ASMR podcast than D&D.
This is reverse ASMR. This is anti-ASMR. Yeah.
Richard, you'll find half our characters have speech impairment.
Oh, well, that's
It's
I
kind of
sense
a
a pattern.
reoccurring theme.
I see a pattern, but okay, yes.
Thank you again for your assistance. It's very unconventional, but it's a quick journey back to my contact, the Meat Man.
The meat
So
man.
What can I say? He likes his meats. You know, we'll travel forth. I know a few shortcuts, and it shouldn't take too long. And
Is it a tick or more like a character? Like,
well,
or
he's a lizard man. Joe Komodo is.
so it's an invitation. I see.
Yes. He has his
like it.
interests and delights.
I like it.
And so, assuming the party goes with Joe to collect their bounty, their reward.
Yeah, let's fucking go get this bread.
All right.
Let's go,
Well,
lesbians, let's go.
True to his word, Joe Komodo was right. Despite the burden of the meat, the journey was quick and uneventful. Cutting through a nearby forest and away from prying eyes, you make it back to the edge of town. This street seems like an offshoot from one of the main market roads that you enter onto. There's various shops and stalls dotting the area. A few creatures are wandering aimlessly about, but they don't seem to pay any attention to the party carrying large sacks of bloodied who knows what. There's a few drunks, maybe a lost tourist or two. You notice a street sweeper sweeping away and a scroll boy who's busy trying to hawk his latest news scrolls. And judging by the various states of disrepair these shops are in, you get the feeling perhaps not all the goods sold here are lawfully obtained, but no one seems to mind. And Joe leads you to a shop that's little more than a stall built into a larger living complex, and there's a large sign above it that says, "Meat Man's Meat and More Emporium."
Okay.
And you see a figure shrouded in cloth operating the shop. But right now you're on the outsides. So it's just in here.
Hail and well met, Mr. Man, Mr. Meat Man.
At the mention of his name, the meat man kind of floats around. That is the name that he wishes to be called. And you notice that he is, in fact, a wraith. And so it's little more than cloth on smoke and a shrouded figure.
Now that's ironic. There's no meat on that bone.
He lives for what he cannot have.
Oh, wow. It's like my ex.
You're what?
Oh, wow.
She lived for the meat and then left me.
But there was not enough meat to be had.
Anyway.
But they were like shaming someone
This is
for
going to be the
anorexia or something.
horniest episode.
Oh
I
my
already know
god,
that.
no.
We don't do that on this podcast.
We don't do that here, yeah.
Yet.
It's on the Patreon. So you hear a voice.
Have you brought the meat?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, we have. Joe, please fucking help us out here. This is bizarre, to say the least.
Yes, we have the meats just as promised. And he kind of slaps the large burlap sack right onto the counter and gestures for the rest of the party to do the same.
I mean, I do.
Yeah,
Very
but-
gingerly.
Oh, this is wonderful, wonderful.
And he's kind of feeling around, and his ghastly hands seep into the bag itself and pass
Ew.
through. And he seemed to like what he feels.
This is wonderful.
Sir, may I ask you, what are you doing with this?
What I do with my meats is my own business.
I figured, but what the heck are you doing with this shit?
Ask no questions that you don't want the answers to.
And with this, he pulls out a glowing crystal disc, and then another one, which you assume has the payment as promised. It says,
Here is your payment.
he kind of slides it over.
I feel deeply uncomfortable. But I guess job
Oh, don't
well
worry about
done.
Meat Man. He's a good friend.
Is he now? How do you meet these people? Actually, I don't want to know.
Near the school where you found him, probably.
Truly, yeah, I just remembered, and I just do not want to know.
There's Villain College. Maybe they were in the same fraternity or something. I don't know.
I mean, it was at a meeting of sorts. We met. It's a funny story, actually.
Oh, was it Pedos Anonymous, or what was it?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, what? That sounds very, very judgmental. At this Joe, he's kind of clutching the large stab wound that he still has in his shoulder, and he doesn't want to upset the party anymore, so he bites his forked tongue, as it were.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we stabbed him. Did we stab him?
Well,
Not
Jesus,
we.
Hercules Jr.
Oh,
I think.
he's fine. Like, he's not part of the core group, you know? He's a part of the clique. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The scroll boy,
The boy, which is a fox boy.
who was off in the distance, sees what appears to be the exchange of currency happening and edges closer to the party. You know, still trying to sell his new scrolls.
Tremors increasing throughout the mining school district. Necrocorp executives, their promise to address the issue by providing citizens with magic soup under carpets. Extra buy my scrolls, people!
He really wants to sell his scrolls? What can you
Yes! Necrocorp, they promised a soup under carpets. School district is going down. Extra, extra, extra. I'm the best scroll salesman in the world.
Soup under carpets?
Yes, they're the best myths. You haven't heard about it? If you want to know more, you just need to buy one.
Shut up and take my money. I'm always in for this kind of qualitative journalism.
Shakes the scroll in front of you.
Gammelalf, I must know more about this soup under carpets.
No, it's
You
swoop.
must... Soup?
It's not the most reputable scroll, so maybe there's a few typos.
Yeah. And then I'm showing it and I say, no
Oh,
stomping,
sweet.
no tremors. Just for 99 gold pieces, you'll never have a tremor ever again. And I pointed to the scrolls. And again is written again.
And this
Clearly
the
handwritten.
the meat man, he kind of
That's adorable, actually.
hovers over and says, "Oh, the scroll boys are always drumming up trouble. I don't have any tremor issues. It's always something. Yesterday it was union this and union that."
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Don't say it! No! Shh!
And no sooner does the meat man say this than you feel the earth itself start to rumble.
No!
Yeah, we're
This time
confusing.
we
What
were-
have you done?
We're confusing Richard right now. So we brought up Union for the first time in the podcast, and the Twitch Amazon owned servers kind of like crashed for a little.
Aha!
And now-
I see.
And now it's just kind of in game. Whenever someone mentions unions, there's a new tremor.
I see. It's the competitor from Nylon Husk. It's actually. I have to come
Jeff
up with a quick.
Bezos.
No,
Jeff
Yeah.
Bezos.
it's Jeff.
That's awesome. Yeah.
We call her Clef Besitos.
Jeff Bezos.
Excellent.
Hey, Steph.
Staff.
Staff Besitos. Yeah.
I must ask you, do not say the U word. Please.
What union?
No!
The earth rolls ever so slightly, and you notice some of the buildings nearby actually shake and just completely collapse. Like, it starts slowly, but the meat man doesn't seem too perturbed by this.
Oh, those were definitely not built to code. Less competition for me.
You can see the little scroll boy goes on his bag, pick up another scroll and shout, "Nylon Husk awakes for common and declared Nefarium no longer accepted for buying magic carpets." And then he gets close and he sees Gammelalf, and suddenly all his energy just goes. And he stops and stares and says, "I'm sorry, sir." And he gets close, stiffen up, gets very serious, and goes, "Could it be? Are you the great father of revolutions, Gammelalf?"
A fellow comrade?
Mister, great father. Oh, you have no idea. And he starts like, here, take this shit. And then he throws like a little bit of the scrolls over the meat guy and says, go buy yourself some meat. And then he looks at Gammelalf again. And he's like, Mr. Gammelalf, or should I say father, or should I say God, Mr. Gammelalf, I'm your biggest fan. I read all your works. I built my life around your writings. And he looks around to see if you have no... Are these your security guards?
And then at this, Joe Komodo kind of like goes, wait a second. Did you say Nefarium's worthless? I gotta sell quick. And he runs off and departs the party, running off to who knows where.
Is Gammelalf like the Karl Marx of fantasy world?
We'll never know. And I was,
Mr. Gammelalf, I didn't know you were so well known. Please, pray tell. How can it be that this random stranger knows your name?
This is not a random stranger. Miss Ursula. This is a fellow comrade of the Communist Party.
Yeah, you would say that at a certain point, I was his only fan.
Beep, 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 beep.
Jesus. I'm gonna...
No, he was in last episode.
That's the level of comedy we're going for.
I know you can't see my notes, but literally I'm writing down OnlyFans cut out, OnlyFans pun cut out, OnlyFans...
TM,
editing is gonna be so expensive on this episode.
So, Miss Ursula, this is a fellow comrade of the Communist Party of the Nihai Kingdom. And... what's your name?
Mr. Gammelalf, it's better if we don't talk right here. You know, it's you know how it
you
is.
Follow
You know,
party lines. It's good.
Yes.
Good.
The guy on the meat market. I never know if he like ear meat. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
While this conversation is going on, I'm just like looking between like what?
And then I look at this beautiful creature. Should I say
Also,
like that?
the meat man, he's still kind of feeling up his meats as well.
Ew, don't say it like that.
Conversation.
Well, at this point, I'm feeling my meat too. I
Just
can't
stop.
believe I'm seeing Gammelalf in person.
Sir, remind us. Do you happen to have a pipe on you, and maybe a lighter?
Not Mr. Gammelalf.
It would be my
and this-
pleasure. But first, I need to talk to you about something.
The meat man pipes up.
Did you say you need a pipe? I think I got
Oh
some.
my god, is the meat man fucking the porn actor? Or is this, what's this?
Gammelalf turns to the meat man and says, "If you don't shut up, I'm gonna thunder wave you." And we all know this is not gonna go well.
And this fox boy, you know, he shows it and he has like a little pipe on his side, and it's clearly nowadays you would call it a crack pipe, but
We don't check ID.
and it's like but I so you appreciate the tobacco, Mr. Gammelalf?
No.
Okay,
Only
so
the
you
pure
are
smoke.
indeed the one of legends. Yeah. I give you the pipe, and I said, "So follow me." And then and I look at Ursula,
Yes.
and I said, "She's in with us, Mr. Gammelalf."
Yes, she is. She is with us. She's our friend, Miss Ursula.
Oh,
I kind of smile like, yeah.
Tovarich, I mean comrade.
This implies the Russian Empire and Necropolis.
You know what
Listen.
no one knew.
No, this is
Nihai
Fox people
Kingdom.
speak.
Yeah, you know, like from where I come from, you know, we call each other like that. We're gonna start a whole country based on this thing. You have no idea. It's gonna be amazing. Not like, you know, millions are gonna die. No.
It's
gonna
not
be
gonna
incredible.
go totally.
No. Yeah.
No.
No. But this start today. So as we walking in, I pass in the pipe to Mr. Gammelalf and I say, Because of your works, Mr. Gammelalf, I'm inspired to finally start a revolution. And I know just exactly what you need to start this. An assassination. And as he says that, like his eyes lighten up, like, and you can see it's not the crack speaking, you know, it's him. You know.
And assassination? Oh,
Yes.
Who?
Yes. Who else? Who's the root of all evil in the city? Who's the person bringing down all the means of production? Who's the person holding the production that we, the people, did it? They will never take our power. Nylon Husk must die.
Great, we tried that already once.
I must confess, we did try. Yeah, it did not. It did
I
not
see.
work out.
I knew I was gonna like you guys the moment I saw you, but nobody that hangs out with Mr. Gammelalf would be uncool. You are very cool, Miss. What's your name again?
It's Ursula. What's your name, sir?
And then he looks around, and I say, he goes, and pretends that he's in the Matrix, and he goes, they call me Hacker.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. You know why? You know why? And then he goes in like this, and he pulls out a knife because I hack stuff. And he stabs the air like that.
Mr. Hacker, Comrade Hacker, please.
Fucking psychopath I am now.
Leave it
Dude.
for later.
I can finally live off my psychopathic tendencies.
And you'd think this would draw weird attention or weird looks, but it seems like a normal day on the street.
This is a fox
Just
boy
another
waving a
Tuesday.
knife around, you know? It's like, yeah. And if you guys tried once, you have to try again. You must be part of it, you know? Plus, they don't stop at exploiting just or hard working. They don't exploit only that. You know, yesterday, just the other day, I saw a dragonborn and a young owlbear. It looks just like you, Ursula, but small. And they went inside the Necrocorp, and they never left.
Wait, what did the owlbear look like?
Imagine you, but like small.
That okay.
Okay, Comrade Hacker. I love your way with words, but could you please be a little more
No,
detailed?
Mr. Gammelalf, you will have noticed that there's not that many owlbears around.
You're right.
It's a little itsy bit. Imagine you pick up a bear. Imagine a bear. It's big. Make it small. Now, put an owl face on it.
I may see why my revolution have failed because my fellow comrades are
Listen,
not that
listen, Mr. Gammelalf. Your revolution had failed because he hasn't known a revolutionary like me. I'm your number one fan. I'm your only fan. I will bring down this Elon Musk and bring the revolution. And then he looks around, he lowers the voice, he's like, "You guys should follow me. I have the right place." And
No,
if they
but
are-
no, stop.
Also, Gammelalf,
Huh?
you start to feel the pangs of smoke withdrawal. Your
No,
skin
Mr.
starts to
Gammelalf?
crawl slightly.
Okay, again. Okay, Gammelalf starts like stuffing the crack pipe he just got from Hacker.
That must have no. Are you guys hearing yourself? Fuck that revolution. My son. That was my son.
You take that back. You don't talk about
Ursula.
that like, about the revolution. Don't say that ever
Mr.
again.
Gammelalf, don't worry, Mr. Gammelalf. I take care of it. You stand back. Ursula, listen to me.
No, you listen to me. My son is in danger.
Exactly. And I know exactly the way to save him. I will help you, you will help me, and the way to save him is only one. Nylon Musk must die. And then I look at Gammelalf and I go,
You're absolutely right. There's nothing wrong about that logic.
So Richard, I'm just gonna say it's a nylon
Yeah.
husk, and
Yeah, of
we don't
course.
want to get sued.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Spicy Boy is right. The only thing that could stop a revolution is a lawsuit.
and then I go and I was like, and I blushed and I said, he called me Spicy Boy.
No. That's a person in our chat. It's one of our
It
viewers.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I think it's me.
Okay, so Ursula kind of like she looks resolved and like she looks determined, and she goes, "All right, I'm willing to listen to what you have to say, but I will remind you, Mr. Gammelalf, that while I care about this entire endeavor of yours, I care much more about my child, and I will always pick him over you."
That's not a problem. I'm used to that.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
Actually, on page
Are
37,
you okay?
Also, I would ask, are you guys still just hanging out in front of...
no, we're walking. We're walking.
Okay, you're
No,
walking.
we're walking.
Yeah, I'm bringing them to the hideout.
To the hideout.
And I say, actually, Miss Ursula, if you read the Mr. Gammelalf's scrolls, on scroll 37b, he says that the kids can like have property, so kids must be saved from the claws of the the people like Nylon Husk, that bitch.
Mr. Hacker?
Yes.
I hate to break this to you.
It's Comrade Hacker.
Comrade Hacker?
Yeah,
I hate to
tovarish.
break this to you, but I have not read Mr. Gammelalf's works.
Listen, you don't need it. You have it in your heart, because if you try to kill Nylon Husk once, you can do it again. I trust you with my life. And I look at Mr. Gammelalf and I was like, I don't think so.
You know I can see you do that.
I said, sorry? What? No, yeah, of course. We're gonna save your son together and start a revolution. Yes.
Comrade, do you happen to have the scrolls on you? I'm looking for a very particular scroll. You know, there is the brochure, you know. Like, there is all of Gammelalf's work, but he also tried to narrow it down and called it the manifest. And
Oh yeah.
At this
I definitely
nearby
have it.
merchant shouts out, "Scrolls! You need scrolls! I got scrolls here! Scrolls here!"
Shut the fuck up!
Oh my god. Alright, I don't know if I have it. I probably have it, and if I have it, it's in my underwear.
Okay. Could you please look so Miss Ursula can have like a read up on
Absolutely.
elaborate
And
theories?
he put the hand inside his underwear, moved left and right, and put it out, and the scroll smells great. It smells like
Fox
what's the name of
balls.
that green thing that you have in your apartment when you don't clean for a long time?
Mold?
Mold.
There we go.
Mildew.
Thank you. Mold and wet fox. And he takes it. He goes, "Here, I carry with me everywhere." And then I open it, and it's like, "You're gonna love this." And I try to hand it out to you.
You have to read it out. She is not very good at.
My
Reading.
eyesight is not very good, no.
Okay, don't
And I
worry.
glare at Gammelalf.
On the way to the hideout, I'll tell you all about it, and then I start reciting it. The means of production are held by. Follow me. I'll introduce you guys to the rest of the gang. We have the perfect plan. I've been watching the Necrocorp headquarters for months, weeks, a few days. And yeah, that's why I saw the Dragonborn going inside the little bear.
You approach the hideout. It's sure. Look, if you could describe a hideout in a single word, it would be this. You know, it certainly looks like an old abandoned warehouse with various broken windows, and it seems like a place that you wouldn't even want to look at for fear of getting a cut or tetanus. But it does seem to be safe from prying eyes.
You mean it's like safe from everything except health and safety concerns?
Yes. Yeah. It looks like a stiff breeze could knock it over, and you're shocked at how it's remained standing despite all the tremors.
Yeah.
There's a
So I
large
go in.
condemned sign on the front.
I go in. I pick up something that looks everything but a door, but is actually a door. And I pull it. It goes, and it opens in, and we get inside. And I say, "Welcome in." I call it the foxhole.
Nice.
Mr. Gammelalf, you are very welcome to come in the foxhole.
Jesus.
Come, you say.
I'm a big fan, you know.
I'm coming
big fan.
into the foxhole now.
Yes, please. We're gonna make this our commune. We're gonna be communists. Ayo. Okay, I'll stop. I'm
fuck.
It's too much.
Mr. Gammelalf,
Yeah.
I hate to ask, but can we trust this person?
Good that you bring that up. I'm not entirely sure if he is entirely reasonable, but he's part of the party, so I guess we can trust him for now.
All right.
We might have to
I will...
stick something into him later, but we'll see.
Excuse me?
Mom, my friends are here.
Oh. There's...
And it's Mr. Gammelalf. Put on the tea. And
You've got company? Oh boy.
go.
Okay. All right. You hear a voice ring out, and you hear the fixings of what is likely tea.
Oh my god, I thought it was the perfect time to call my mom.
yeah.
Also,
All
dear
right.
listeners, it's always the perfect time to call your mom.
My mom is beautiful. Don't say anything about her. She's a beautiful lady.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, fuck, it's Mother's Day.
Oh fuck, I have to call her.
Oh.
Yeah, me
Jeez.
too.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I'm ordering
Thank
flowers
you.
today. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I'm so worried about the
failed
revolution.
to order flowers too, but at least I called her already, so...
I love that
People
the
in the
chat is
chat
also
are going
like,
nuts,
"Fuck, it's
like,
Mother's
oh
Day."
fuck, it's
It's
Mother's
fucking
Day.
Dude,
Uh,
definitely.
People-
forgot
people
about
listening to-
that.
here. I keep forgetting shit, but what? It's like I'm
That's
ashamed
okay.
of you all.
No.
and
I
again,
never
people
forgot.
people listening to the pod, it's probably not Mother's Day anymore. But again,
No.
it's always the perfect time to call your mom.
Right?
Call
Yeah.
your mom.
Yeah.
Call
Your mom.
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
Don't call your dad though.
Listen, if you can't call your mom, give me her phone number. I will call her for you.
Give Richard her phone number. She needs someone to call her.
Say as Hacker is shouting for his mother. A dark elf approaches the party. He seems to be familiar with Hacker. He goes, "Hey, man, hey, yo, what's up? They call me Wheels. Who's this? Who this?" He asks Hacker.
Yeah, and I say, Wheels, remember that I told you about Mr. Gammelalf? And I show the scroll, the muddy scroll that I keep it on. This is Mr. Gammelalf, and this is another comrade, Ursula. They're gonna help us with the plan.
Oh, all right, cool, all right.
Not plan B. This is the plan A. Plan B is my friend right there. And then I pointed.
Hey, big. And at this, a huge troll who was just kind of hunkered over in the corner emerges and walks on over.
Yo, they call me Plan B. Push comes to shove, you know you can always count on Plan B.
That's what I said, Mr. Gammelalf. I told you we have everything planned. Right, Plan B?
You know that's right.
Yeah.
He grabs your hand and kind of shifts it as well.
Just shake it like this.
Yeah.
All right, you have quite a group assembled here,
Oh yeah.
Comrade Hacker.
Oh yeah. We even have a chant. Do you want to hear our chant?
I guess.
Do you need a beat, Richard? Do you need a beat?
Oh wait. I have to think of it. Yes, too.
We can do this.
Up with the crack, down with the class. Up with the crack, down with the class. Up with the crack, down with the class.
Excuse me?
And then he just he had a second crack, a second pipe.
Plan B says, "Yeah, crack is symbolic in this case."
Yes, we we're gonna crack the bourgeoisie.
Bourgeoisie.
Yeah, I cannot say that, man. I'm from Brazil. We don't have that there.
Oh no, you don't at all. We just call them white people, I guess.
Yeah,
but...
colonizers.
Crack the crackers. Good.
The crackers. Oh my
And
god.
we just got banned from Twitch for using a swear word.
No, we're talking about food.
Hate speech.
No, it's not hate speech if we talk about food. So, down with the crackers. The host is down with the crack, up with the...
Up with the crack, down with the clap.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and the crack means the crack of the revolutions. We're gonna take over the whips and crack over them.
Mm,
That is
Spread
actually
the
quite
crack.
poetic.
to the children and the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. You
Yes.
wouldn't believe the things that you can think once you hit this thing over here. And I pointed the pipe and I go towards Ursula if she wants to hit it. And then I remember, wait a second, this is crack. I want it all by myself and I keep it back in.
And with this, Eleanor comes out with a set of tea and goes, "Oh, my little hacker! Oh, that's my boy."
And
She
I said,
offers
Mom,
some tea.
you always the best. And then I put the pipe away and I start drinking the tea. I say, yeah, we also have wait, did we present the whole gang? Yeah,
Yeah, we got the gang.
we got a gang. That's the gang, people. We're gonna do it. So now to the real plan. Everybody got tea?
No,
I guess we got tea.
I'm getting tea. Gammelalf is getting tea now.
Eleanor is presenting
getting
tea to.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I say, thank you, Miss Hacker.
Oh, it's no problem. Just let me know if you need anything.
Much obliged, Miss Eleanor.
Refresh me with the plan. I don't remember so good.
Ah, plan B. That's why I love you so much. You do exactly as told. Listen, so the idea is the following. Mr. Gammelalf, I spent months thinking about, weeks, but days thinking about this. That's my take. So
You
Poor
spent
planning.
some time.
before we do that, just I get closer, and then I say, "Hey, Plan B, can you sing a song?"
We love the revolution.
There we go. And then I get
Singing
close
off in the
to
distance.
Gammelalf, and then Ursula can hear it too because and I go like, I think our crew has a mole. We have to change hideout already 3 times. They always find me. I don't know why. So keep that in mind, okay?
All right.
All right.
And
Do you have-
you too, Ursula.
Do you have anyone in suspicion?
I think it's my mom, but I cannot be sure. She's always saying that my revolution is too dangerous, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Like I got sold out by by the person closest to me. I know that. All right.
All right, to the plan. Thank you, Plan B.
Yeah, no problem.
Folks listening in, I just want to say, when you call your mom, it might be recorded, just so you know. She might be the mole.
She might be the mole, bro. You know, there we go. She might have a mole. I don't know. So
You should get that mole checked
Call
out.
your mom and tell your mom to call the doctor, because she needs to get checked every now and then.
yeah. By the way, my aunt is watching us. I wasn't joking about it.
Oh my god, that's so
But
sweet.
you said she doesn't understand English, though.
Yeah, she just told me on Instagram that she's understanding almost everything. She loves the energy, so it's okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Then she definitely doesn't understand anything. If she...
There you go. I told you guys. I told you. She's
Well,
gonna
yeah.
love it. Oh my god, she loves the revolution. I hope she's not up with the crack. But anyway, so here's the plan. Here's the plan. And then I point to a box and I say, we have uniforms. These are the janitors. They go in and out whenever they want. They think we're gonna clean it, but the only thing we're gonna be cleaning is Nylon Husk Life. Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. We're gonna kill him.
Yeah, but how?
Oh, yeah, wait. So. I have a man inside. You know, he's actually in the closet.
He's gay?
No, in the broom closet. What do
Oh.
you mean?
You have a man inside a closet
Yeah. So,
in Necropolis?
he's inside.
Necrocorp.
Necrocorp. Yeah.
Yeah, he's inside Necrocorp.
In
And
a broom
yeah,
basket.
I think that he lost a lot of money on Nefarium, so he really wants to help us. So, here's the plan. We dress as janitors, we go inside, we find my man on the closet, we take him out of the closet, we out him. He knows exactly how to get into Nylon Husk's plane.
The private plane of Nylon Husk.
Exactly. Not so private once we get there, huh?
All right. So what do you want to do with the
plane? If I
plane?
had to guess, that's where he would keep a baby owlbear.
I don't follow.
He's trying to get you on board, you know.
Yeah, but he's doing it in a very confusing manner.
No, I'm saying that, like, if I was Nylon Husk and I had a beautiful little owlbear, I would keep it as close as possible from me, specifically inside my private plane.
But why?
Because I'm evil. Nylon Husk is very evil.
I'd rather have Richard roll on it than add more details to the reasons, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm sure about that.
Well,
All right.
with your bonuses, I'm going to say this is more persuasion because you're not trying to deceive.
That
you
is
still
true.
you still get an 18, so you're
All
very
right.
incredibly persuasive.
What can I say, people? This is just how skilled I am. I'm trying to bring Ursula in. Ursula, please.
No, like, just to clarify, I am in on the plan. I'm just very confused as to why my son would be on the private plane. Mr. Hacker, while I am a little confused as to the details of your reasoning, I am very much on board on infiltrating and somehow taking down Nylon Husk. While I do not quite agree now, I did very specifically use non-lethal force the last time, and I will continue to do so.
Yeah, very non-lethal at least.
Hey, I knocked her out.
Yeah.
You put her in a coma, I think.
Yeah, you didn't quite knock her out as much as...
Putting someone in a coma is not
damage.
killing them. It's not the same thing. And I will
Attempted
keep
murder is
myself
way
that.
different than
Exactly.
Than manslaughter,
Thank you.
right?
Thank you. That's my point.
totally
no,
okay.
I am on board with the infiltration plan. Absolutely.
Perfect. So we're gonna use non-lethal force, but without the non.
So this wheel says, "All right, well, I'll prepare the chariot then. We got this, yeah."
Yeah, we so got this.
Wheels leaves to prepare the escape chariot, getaway chariot.
Yeah, and here are our uniforms. And then like I go in and I scurry around and get like a little box. And then we have it, right? I have it, right? I have a bunch of then I pull out a bunch of janitor uniforms from the Necrocorp.
Is there one that's an owlbear size?
I think we can.
There's a very large one that it's probably for troll or some such that seems like it would fit.
Otherwise, we can just sew together 3 of them. They will never notice.
I mean, it might be baggy in some areas, but it's fine.
It's okay.
I'm sure Comrade Hacker's mom could sew something together that fits.
That's so sexist of you to assume that his mom can sew.
She's very helpful.
All she wanna do is her little son to get his revolution over with. So I go, Mom, we're going out killing. Bye.
Okay, have fun.
Thank you for your hospitality, Miss.
Yeah, stay out of trouble.
Miss Hacker?
No. What's her name? Eloise?
Eleanor.
Miss Eleanor, thank you so much for your hospitality. Goodbye.
Oh, please take some snacks. Take some snacks. And she hands you guys some crackers.
Oh,
That's
of
so
course
sweet.
it's that.
All right, so Wheels pokes his head in and says, "Hey, man, the chariot's all ready to go whenever you guys are."
Y'all have a chariot?
Oh yeah, we got a nicest chariot around. It's built for speed, not for pleasure.
Will we all fit in the chariot? Because the chariot is like two people.
It's a little tight. Ideally, it's 2 people, but you could fit if you all stand really close.
Let's pause for a minute. We need
Yep,
Daniel back in the stream. We lost him.
Yeah.
It happens.
Maybe
Might
we
be
should
Andy,
all
sure.
call our moms at the same time now, as suggested by Alice.
That's a good time. That's a good time.
My mom would be happy to be, and she's like, okay. Oh, my aunt just told me I look pretty.
Aww.
Spicybo says he has a miniature of the first D&D character he ever played. It's pretty dope.
That's really fun,
Yeah.
Spicy Boy. This is my miniature figurine of the first D&D character that I ever played, and yes, it's a raccoon. Since we are on an anti-capitalist campaign, my character was called Tim Nook, like Tom Nook from Animal Crossing. He's a landlord. He's an evil landlord.
We don't like
who
that
only
on this
cares
podcast.
about money.
My first character, I don't even know if I should say it online. So he was the sex slave of an orc dominatrix. And
We had
the
an orc dominatrix on
was
the
played by my
podcast.
friend.
We had an orc. Harry's
Very
character in the
nice.
first
And she died.
episode.
He did?
Yeah, Harry's character is a
right.
half orc, and his mom is a dominatrix.
That's
Very
right. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think she was a half orc because her mom was a dominatrix and then fucked up a human. So, and she was like, nah, just follow the rule. And she died. So now I was a freed slave with nobody to dominate me. So, every monster I try to be like, hey.
That's so sad.
It is. Because then they would try to kill me and I was like, not so hard.
And he's back. So, Wheels has prepared the escape chariot, and I assume you all hop on board. He says, listen, the chariot's a lot faster than even an owlbear on foot. Like, it's no trouble at all. In case things get hairy, I'd rather know how fast we can go, yeah. He looks at Ursula,
all right.
trying to encourage her to jump on board.
Well, let's hope we all fit. So I just
All
squeeze
right.
myself onto it.
Mm-hmm. The chariot sags noticeably underneath all of the weight, as it was built for speed, not for almost half a dozen people. But
Whoa,
it's still,
body shaming.
it still seems to be able to bear the weight. And with that, he goes, yeah, and you take off towards Necrocorp headquarters. And as you're racing down the streets, you're making good time. You approach Necrocorp headquarters, and Wheels takes you around back towards the service entrance. He looks at you all and says, "All right, well, here we are. You guys should be able to go in through the service entrance down there. I'll stay here and keep the stallions warm. And remember, up with the crack."
Down with the
Down the
class.
hedge.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right. There appears to be a guard at the door. He's just kind of leaning against it. He looks at you. Isn't it a bit early for cleaning? What are you guys doing?
There was a spill. And
All right, that's
we were
gonna be a
called in
deception.
early. I guess, yeah. Fuck.
I didn't hear.
no.
You rolled. Yep, you got a 7.
No, and I got a -2 on the.
Yeah, I didn't hear about no spill.
Hey, it's me again, Pablo, your host. If you would like to support Eerie Exploits, we have a Patreon page. And coincidentally, it is also called Eerie Exploits. And if you're short on cash, and you can't afford the bonus content right now, I mean, just freaking follow us on Twitch, hang out with us, join our streams. We record them live, you can chat with us, and spread the word if you know some geeks with a brain and a heart who like to roll a d20 and criticize corporate capitalism. Spread the word, we'd really appreciate it. We're doing this for you guys. We really appreciate you listening, and back to the episode.
Mister.
Actually, it's because he was on the. Mr. Gammelalf is gonna help.
Don't listen
Gammelalf? Who's that?
No one. And like, what my both very
real names as well. Nice.
Very smart, huh?
What my both very deranged friends here are trying to say is we are the cleaning crew, and we are here. We got called for an emergency cleaning up on the higher level. You might want to check on your records for that. And I also want to roll for deception.
And you roll a 19. So
Nice.
+4, so 23. You were much more convincing, but he's like, man, you were so convincing, in fact, that he's like, man, stuff's always going on at the higher levels. They never tell us anything. Yeah, I should probably check, but they don't pay us enough, right, to check up on that stuff. And he kind of nudges you.
I look him dead in the eye and I say, they never pay you enough, right, brother?
He's not sure what you're getting at, but he...
Come on.
Okay, yeah.
They never pay us enough.
I just kind of scurry on. Is there some kind of elevator, escalator, staircase, something to go up?
He's like, oh no, you can just go straight through the door. Here, let me get that for you. And he opens the door for you guys and waves you inside.
Thank you.
And you enter into what looks kind of like a storage room, cellar. It's actually very large. It seems to be a place where they keep a lot of goods, and you can hear a little bit of commotion. So the party enters into the storeroom of Necrocorp.
Oh, this sounds like we're gonna fight.
You notice that around the corner there's a creature, a bird-like creature who seems to be whistling away to himself, working on boxes, carrying them to and forth. There's kind of a winding corridor with some corners, and the party would figure that they probably have to go upstairs.
Hey, it's just another worker like us. I can talk to him. What do you say, Mr. Gammelalf? I look for approval.
All right, maybe this is a good idea.
At this, Gammelalf, your withdrawal kind of hits you even harder, and you start to hear whispers.
Mr. Comrade Hacker, do you have a lighter on you? For I feel.
Of course, Mr. Gammelalf. I have it. Yeah, yes.
And
at this,
Gammelalf,
Plan B kind of grabs your shoulder, and he points like,
I don't know about that, Gammelalf, sir.
And you notice there's kind of like some rudimentary arcane fire systems and some alarms to prevent a potential fire from breaking out.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. B. Comrade B. Gammelalf just chucks it down and eats it again.
At this, the creature says, "Hey, is someone over there?"
Yes, of course, my friend. And I walk towards him.
I also walk towards him like, hail and well met. We are just a cleaning crew, passing through.
Exactly, my friend. We were called by, the higher ups, the ones with always have the problems. And apparently there is a pretty big mess on the upper levels. We need to find the broom closet because, they keep changing the place. And we're going to need so many brooms to clean upstairs.
All right, well, this is going to be a deception check.
Go for it, brother.
Which you've got a +7, so...
Oh, damn.
Normally that would be great, but yeah. You rolled 14, which is just under. You're not quite good enough.
No!
So it's like, I don't recognize you.
We are the cleaning crew, sir.
Hey, John!
Um,
He yells over for a supervisor. which John slowly starts to make his way over.
All right, and I look backwards. I look at Ursula, Gammelalf, and Plan B, and I just go. And I make this sign of like cutting the throat, and I point at them.
What are you guys doing? What's with all the hand signals?
Wait a second, I do sleight of hand. I don't want him to see my hand signals. What do you mean, my hand signals? I'm a fox.
All right, you can try and slide a hand after after he mentions it, which you're very stealthy, so you're incredibly discreet. You roll a natural 19 plus 5, so that's 24. So now it's like almost imperceptible. He has no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, and then
but the rest of the party catches on.
And I say, "Don't worry, I'm gonna talk to your supervisor directly." And then I try to walk around him, and I look back and I wink, not stealthily at all. I just go.
John arrives, the manager. He actually has a sword on his person. Perhaps he was chopping vegetables. Who knows what? What's going on here?
Just the cleaning contractors, because the mess was so big at the upper levels. They contact directly our company. I'm as confused as you. I just want to find the broom closet and get over with this thing. But this guy doesn't seem to understand that. You are a supervisor. You're a smart guy. You clearly understand that when you have a big mess, you need a big cleaning crew. Look at our sizes.
And on any other day, you're confident that this would have been enough to convince him and to easily get you past. But
for sure,
you rolled a 3. So
what the fuck?
Oh god!
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see some credentials. You have any ID paperwork on you?
Sure, I have one right here, and then I take one of my dagger and stab him. Straight up.
Okay, so you attempt to stab the poor middle management drone.
Anything for the revolution.
Anything for the. Oh, sorry, you rolled another 3. Again, you can't make this stuff up.
I can't believe. Oh my god.
This isn't the first time that John has had to deal with a pissed off lower employee. So he sees what's going on and he grabs your wrist, says, "That's it, you're coming with me." I don't know what's going on here, but this is unacceptable.
Gammelalf has had it. He's now like preparing for another thunder wave and is like yelling at Richard, "Step aside! I'm cleaning this up for us."
I guess we're gonna enter into combat.
Here we go again.
So, yep, Hacker, you would be leading the charge, followed by Ursula, and then Gammelalf. And then we have our guard. Oh, and you do have Plan B, right? How could I forget about Plan B?
Plan B is now Plan A.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my standard revolutionary move, which is 2 daggers to the chest.
Okay, all right.
So I just attack him twice, I guess, because it's 2 light daggers, and then right after that, I'm gonna do the double standard revolutionary move, which is move around the corner and hide behind a box.
Some guerrilla fighting right there.
17. One of your daggers that you go to swing at him, it glances off some of his leather ornamentation. He seems to be wearing a little bit of armor that denotes his status.
I express corporate pig.
But the other one finds its target and sinks in anywhere that you're aiming for in particular.
I aim for the logo of the Necrocorp.
Oh, okay. And he happens to have the logo right on the right side of his chest. And so that blade sinks in, just stabbing him, dealing 7 damage, actually. Which is quite a bit for the poor, unprepared middle manager.
And I go up with the crack and down it a little bit.
Like as you stab in, you know that you've like pierced his lung as well. You haven't just dealt a
boy.
little bit of damage. You're yes.
He's
Yeah,
going
alright.
down.
And then I run away saying, "For the revolution! For the revolution!" And I hide behind the door. Any box that you have around the corner.
Hacker's fucking batshit insane.
Now it would be Plan B's turn next. To which he goes,
It's time for Plan B.
and he turns around and sprints out the door.
What?
Bro.
I was not informed that was Plan B.
Bro.
Plan B, it would seem, was not down for the revolution when it came to bloodshed.
Okay. I'm not gonna say what he is, but he's a
I think we know
betrayer.
them all now.
Mhm.
The office worker, he did not sign up for this, and so he's like kind of cowering at this point. He's like, "Don't hurt me! I'm not involved in this."
Okay, I'm actually gonna spend my turn to try and reason with them.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm gonna look at the worker, like not the manager, the bird dude, and be like,
You recognize him up close as a harpy?
"RP, okay. Does he have a name tag?"
Yes, it is Philip.
Philip.
Philip Featherfingers, I should add. There's the full name right there.
Right, Mr. Featherfingers. May I call you Philip? I understand.
Yes.
I understand that my companions here have been quite, how should I say this, rash and forceful. But we genuinely mean you no harm.
John, he's coughing up blood and sputtering, and he collapses to his knees and falls over.
I'll be honest with you. Middle management, have they really ever done anything for you?
Well, I mean, they haven't stabbed me. I get a couple of vacation days.
A couple of days, really? How long have you been working here?
9 years.
9 years. And
In this department, before that, it was another 9 years.
And in those many years, have you been shown any kind of appreciation whatsoever for your hard work?
Last year, they gave me a birthday cake on my birthday, and we got an extra 15-minute break to enjoy it.
Right. And other than that, nothing, yes?
No,
Right.
I guess not. But I have a job. It's nice. At least I have a job. You know, there's some folks out there who, you know, don't have work at all.
I understand. I understand that it is very important to you to keep your job and keep a roof over your head. But don't you think that it's kind of unfair?
My mom always said job, life, and then, you know, everything else. Are you going to kill me? Because I really need this job.
No, Philip, no. No, listen to me. Let us pass through and you'll be 100% fine. We mean you no harm.
The sputtering behind Philip stops as John's lifeless hand, you know, opens up and his sword clangs to the ground.
Philip, we
Uh,
mean you no harm. Just please step aside and nothing will happen to you.
okay, I'm gonna take my 30.
All right, Philip,
And-
you do that.
And Philip leaves. He's a little shaken up, but he takes his lunch break.
Okay, perfect. And then I turn to who stabbed John?
And I pop from outside the box and I say, "Are they dead?"
Well, one of them sure is. While I appreciate the effectiveness of your actions, I
Yes.
hope I could prove to you that sometimes the power of conversation is appropriate course of action.
Listen, there's always need to be a good cop and a bad cop, and everybody in the corporations are bad cops.
Yes.
Miss
I
Ursula,
assure you,
I have to
I am
say,
no cop.
I'm amazed by your rhetoric capabilities.
Mhm.
I had no idea.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud to call you
And then
comrade
like
and friend.
Hacker looks at Mr. Gammelalf and he's like realizing that he's actually admired more her than him, and he goes, I can talk too.
Well, then, prove it. Next time.
And then he goes to the dead body and he goes like, you are dead.
He does appear to be speaking the truth.
I am sorry, but it's for the revolution.
Congratulations on your obituary. I don't know what that was.
23 on your performance.
I'll shed a tear.
Does he bring it back to
Somewhere.
life?
At this,
Let's go.
Gammelalf, actually, your smoke hallucination, you are still suffering from some of the effects of withdrawal, and you begin to hallucinate. And you see your own father kind of standing near you, a shadowy figure. And this is your revolution, your mighty revolution, killing innocent folk.
Shut up, Dad! No! You're so mean.
You're gonna disappoint your friends just like you disappointed me.
I never
He
intended.
disappears in a huff of smoke.
I never intended to be
Mr.
like
Gammelalf, who are you? Mr. Gammelalf, who are you talking to? There's nobody
No
there.
one. No. I'm not talking to anyone. You must have misheard.
In the chat, Alice just said, he's right though.
Oh.
Mr. Gammelalf, no matter who you're talking to, we're gonna make him proud because the revolution starts today.
All right, comrade,
Uh,
let's go.
I hate to. I agree. Let's get moving. Let's keep moving.
Closet,
All right, so
closet.
as you move forward, you notice there's a stairwell to the right that would lead further forward. You notice there's some rooms. You can hear, the sounds of food being consumed in the room.
Fucking let's go up the stairwell.
Yeah. That doesn't
Yeah,
look
we-
like there is any closet anywhere here, right?
Yeah. All right, so you proceed up the stairwell after successfully navigating past the storage room. You enter into a new room, and immediately you feel the change in atmosphere. There are some folks about, but they seem far less suspicious and far more concerned with their own work. There's a receptionist at the front area as well. But otherwise, people are kind of just shuffling about, carrying papers and documents and whatnot.
Okay. I turn
I
to
stiffen-
the party and I go, let us just walk through. Let us mind our own business and just keep walking. And I look at Hacker when I say, keep walking.
The receptionist notices you guys and says, "Hi, hey, is there anything I can help you guys with?"
Hello. We
How
were
may I be of
looking
service?
for the broom closet, actually. We are missing some supplies, and we cannot seem to find it.
Oh, the broom closet. Oh, that's easy. All right. You see that door over to the right? You just pass through there, and then you're going to go through the minor labor division, take the stairwell, then upstairs, the third door on your left. It's big and red. You can't miss it. Then go through the scry room, and past that on the next room over. That's the broom closet.
Thank you. And I go where she said we should go, because I forgot everything she just said. Ma'am, if it's no trouble, could
Sir,
you...
actually, but
Oh,
no,
sir.
no trouble.
Sir, if it's no problem, could you draw the little map?
Oh, sure. I took 3 semesters of art class, and I like to consider myself quite the artist, and
Oh, lovely. Just a
reminds
little...
me of my childhood.
Just
Just
a
a
simple,
sketch,
simple
not a
direction
drawing.
map would be absolutely lovely. Much obliged. Thank you.
Are you sure? And as he's saying that, he's starting to bring out a whole assortment of colored pencils.
I'm absolutely
Thanks.
sure. No,
Really, it
offense.
wouldn't be a trouble. I'd love to. It's 15 minutes tops.
I would be very happy to come after and see some of your work.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I can do that then. That sounds great. You know, it's hard finding folks who appreciate great art. So he draws you the map and labels it properly. Minor labor division. It's the first door you have to enter. Yep, and it seems pretty easy to follow.
Okay, cool. So we go.
I assume the party follows suit.
Yes.
And the next room you enter is it's extremely playfully and friendly designed. You know, it's there's lots of bright colors. You notice there's fun posters on the walls. There's yoga mats, fruit. There's some candy. There's what looks like what you might recognize as a ping pong table. There's even some basketball hoops in the corner that are small. There's some teddy bears and various other decor.
Yes,
And-
I exhale. My God, look what they do to their workers.
And you notice there's a lot of surprisingly young workers and laborers here, and they're assembling. It seems like they're assembling ghouls as well as
How old are
arcane
these
tech.
workers?
They range from I mean, you could ask, or are you gonna try to make a
Just like on first glance.
check? Okay, so you rolled
That's the
an
kind
8.
of check that
But,
cashiers
you know that
do.
they're
You know,
mostly-
when you have like those teens trying to buy vodka. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot my ID.
Yeah, but like,
Well,
my passive
you know they couldn't be
perception is
drinking.
13. Like, how bad can
Yeah,
it
but
be?
they're kids. You know them. You, as having a child of your own, you recognize their age as it's between the ages of 8 and 16. And you see some fun posters. Mind your own business, but like with a guy with a pickaxe, looking all happy. And in
Can I
fact, you
have
even notice an owlbear, young owlbear in the corner.
Is it my son?
Chatting up.
Or is it just a
Yeah,
random owlbear?
You notice him as your son.
These are the kids from the
Awesome.
school.
What are you doing here?
Mom, Mom, what are you doing here?
Well, what are you doing here? Assembling
I'm helping for the
ghouls?
glory of Necropolis. I'm contributing to society, and I'm gonna have my own business someday.
By
What are you doing?
By assembling dead body parts?
Everyone has to start somewhere, Mom. You wouldn't
What?
understand.
Young man, I have ripped my
And as he rolls his eyes, ugh.
asshole open. I don't know if that's an English saying. It's the one in
And
German.
I go
Oh
though.
my
like, yeah, I
God.
was there.
it's not an English saying, so he is very.
Okay, so in German you say like you rip your ass open to like work your ass off, basically. Reiß mir
Oh,
den Arsch
shit.
auf. It's like a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how to say it in English.
I prefer
Some of the younger
German
children
version,
are
to be honest.
horrified at this language.
Okay, no, retcon. Rewind 10
Oh,
seconds.
it's too late. It's too late. Your emotions are ready.
Arthur, I
Miss
have been
Ursula,
breaking
what's
my
your
back
language?
with. I have been breaking my back with work every single day to provide for you. Don't you dare tell me I don't know nothing about hard work.
Is that what you call almost killing nylon?
Almost killing, first of all. Second of all, she deserves much worse for what she did to my colleagues, which I will remind you are all dead.
Don't worry, she's coming. She's getting what's coming for her.
At this, the kids are like, "What? What's going on? What's
Decker,
happening?
Not now. No,
Are they gonna
no,
kill
no.
someone? What?"
And I go, I look at Gammelalf and I go, we're here for cleaning.
Oh shit! This feels like another
We
failed revolution
must
all
clean.
over.
Yeah. Arthur's like, "Are you here to make more trouble? Do I need to call security?"
No,
Arthur,
no.
Yeah.
I'm just like, Arthur. Are you aware that I'm the only surviving person of our team, and that most of your peers at school have lost their parents? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, which is why we gotta work.
No?
Bring home extra money.
I have been the sole provider for our family for some time now, ever since Daddy left.
And she has been
I just
carrying
want to
her ass
contribute
off.
too.
I understand that you want to contribute, but the whole point of you contributing to society was sending you to school to get an education, to not make the same mistakes as we did by taking on jobs that are slowly killing us. You're assembling dead body parts, for God's sake, Arthur. Do you see what you're doing? Do you see how inhumane that is?
It's honest work for honest pay.
How is it honest work to be assembling dead body parts into mindless beings?
Well, that's
Listen
what
to
my
yourself.
supervisor said.
Who's your supervisor, Arthur?
Henry.
Right. How long have you known Henry?
He's a great guy. I mean,
How long
couple
have
weeks,
you known him? Answer the question.
couple hours.
Couple of hours. How long have you known me, young man?
I guess all my life.
Have I always done the best I could to provide for you?
Solid mom logic.
Yes.
Have I always been honest with you?
Yeah.
So will you trust me over some random ass supervisor who you've known for a couple of hours at best?
But Henry's a cool guy. But yeah.
Arthur, you're acting
Yeah.
like a child. I am trying to treat you like an adult here, Arthur, and you're making it very difficult. I'm trying to show you the respect you deserve, but you also need to kind of earn it.
I'm sorry, Mom. I just wanted to help out around the house.
I understand. I understand that, Arthur, but you're not doing it by doing this.
Okay.
I
And
go,
this, you
Mr.
seem to have
Gammelalf.
really reached Arthur.
Can
Mr.
I give
Gammelalf,
him a
our
hug?
revolution
Like,
is looking really hard.
Arthur, I'm sorry for shouting. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. But I think it would be best if you went home and got back to safety. Please.
All right.
We'll talk later.
And with this, he returns the hug and he says, "All right, guys, I'm sorry. I got to clock out early today."
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
And Arthur heads out.
Dear listeners, at this point, our podcast would like to remind you, please, call your mother. Call your mother more often. Don't wait for the next Mother's Day. Call your mother. She needs it.
That was flawless mom logic. Flawless mom logic.
Thank you.
Yeah. How long do you know this kid?
What about the other kids? Like, have they been listening to this, or are they just doing their thing?
They've been listening. Some of the younger ones seem particularly impressionable. Some of the older teens are kind of like scoffing, or some of them seem like it could be reasoned with. But
Okay.
Gammelalf is going to pursue the children and be like, "Children, heck, these ghouls are probably the body parts of your own parents. So,
Oh my
don't do
god.
this."
what?
Gammelalf.
What's going on?
Don't you see? Gammelalf is trying to rattle them up, so that's why, don't you see what these awful
Yeah, but
people
not
here at
traumatize
Necrocorp
them.
are doing to you? They're making you assemble ghouls out of your dead parents' bodies. They are horrible people. You should
Gammelalf.
not follow their lead. You should fucking destroy them. And
Hey, that's a naughty word.
And I stop Ursula and I say, let him cook.
No, but he's traumatizing these poor children.
Nothing
And one of the
would,
kids is
would
like,
traumatize
"Hey,
them.
I like to destroy things. I like to break things."
Yeah, there we go. You see, he's teaching them.
son, that's the energy we need.
But what's in it
we
for
need
me?
More work.
There's one thing I learned from Necrocorp: it's to look out for number one. More work? Nah.
Fair labor. You won't have to work as little children anymore. We want to build a better future for all of us, not just a few, for all. And
I don't care
wanna
about the
roll on-
future. That's for old people. I am rolling these things again. And Daniel, Gammelalf, he has a +6 to persuasion.
Damn.
Right? That's a large number. So naturally, with his speech and passionate, he really affects the kids. His words reach straight into their heart, and I don't know if it just reminds them of a angry stepfather,
Jesus.
but his natural one just sends most of the children into a rage. Like they are
Can't believe it, dude.
a natural one. That's
You had
That's
me there for
horrible.
like a
Man.
split
Okay, I'm
second.
just gonna
I
step
thought
in.
you're gonna
So
go
they start
like nat
throwing things at
19
Campbell
or
off.
something.
I'm going to
Oh,
step in.
shit.
I'm going to step in and be like, children.
They're pelting Gammelalf at this point with some of the body parts. Shut up, old man! You don't know anything.
I understand that he has upset you, but these are still body parts. Please let us show some respect to the dead.
Please don't hurt me with
Please.
your parents' body parts.
And this they're kind of
Let's all take a little breather. Let's all count to 10. All right.
one of the kids looks at the head he was about to throw, and it's a dwarf head, and he's like, "My dad ain't no stinking dwarf," and he chucks it at Gammelalf.
Now,
Gammelalf
right.
is catching it and is saying,
I need everybody to calm. Is it Gary?
You're
No, Gary.
And
was
this one is not.
Oh my god, I thought I lost you forever, Gary. Gammelalf was obviously still a bit of hallucinating.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell. Okay.
Some of the younger kids, they see things being thrown. Maybe they don't understand all the big words that are being used, but at the prospect of fun, they start picking things and just start throwing body parts as well. Not even at anyone in particular, and it's slowly escalating into a bit of a corpse fight.
Food
I turn
war.
to Gammelalf
Yeah.
and I'm like, listen, I feel like this is the best possible outcome. They're not working anymore, so do you
One
want
kid
to
starts
just move
screaming
on?
in joy, and more kids start screaming.
I mean, they're sort of sabotaging the corporation by not working, aren't they? So
I call this
let's just-
success.
Let's just move on. I cannot
I
deal
go
with
in like this, and I clean my tears, and I go, Mr. Gammelalf, so good with the words. Oh my god. It touched me really deeply.
Does
Remember,
the
Comrade
inverse
Hacker,
work for
this
hackers?
is
If it was
how
a nat
we-
20, he wouldn't be like...
So good. This is so good. Look at the corporation being destroyed by the inside. Only a man with his power could do such a thing. Oh my god. I'm so inspired.
And
They
at
put
this
down
point,
their
you guys
work,
are getting
didn't
hit
they?
by stray body parts, as they're just flying.
Let's
Yep.
move.
Please,
All right,
let's
so ahead
keep
you
moving.
you leave the room, and it's a good thing you're leaving because you start to hear shouts from gruffer voices. It sounds like it's not the first time this kind of thing has happened, and so some folks are moving in to try to establish some sort of order. But you leave that room, and you find the next door that you are looking for, but this one is locked. It appears to be
my
protected
time
by
to
some
shine.
sort of glyph of warding.
Okay.
And it asks a friendly voice, "Please present hex key."
Oh,
I look
fuck.
at it and I say, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, Comrade Hacker.
Clean the rest of the tears. I open my jacket and you hear like tinkling of many tools. Cling, 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 And I put my hand inside and I pick up a knife and I shove it on the hole.
Okay. All right, not where I thought that was going. So I'll let you make. Let's see.
That's how they call me. That's why they call me hacker.
Yeah.
I've done this before. It worked before many times.
I will say that's a. Oh snap! Okay.
Did it work?
I hope.
For once in a while, please.
They don't call him hacker for nothing. With a natural 20.
Whoa!
Natural 20.
Yeah.
And so it's not only did you open this door, but you seem to have managed to create a skeleton key of sorts with your broken knife.
Holy shit.
I take the knife out, I look at it, and I say, well, this one is not useful for stabbing anymore, and I give it to Ursula.
Thank you.
You can get through some doors with
Like,
this.
my jaw is fucking on the floor at this point.
Hacker man.
Gammelalf is not sure if he's still hallucinating or not.
Oh my god. What?
Yep.
There we go.
The door swings open. This was a rather high security door as well, so no easy feat, and it presents the scry room where there's various workers who are staring into these large orbs, and they seem to be, if you were to look into the orbs, it almost seems like there's people and figures and things, and they seem to be monitoring and taking notes.
Oh, scry like watching.
Like, yeah.
Let's just walk through and pretend that we're supposed to be here.
All right.
And then I keep walking.
All right. As you're walking past, one of the guys kind of sees some commotion. He doesn't even take his eyes off the orb, but he's like, "Hey, you guys! Hey, are you?" He just sees that you're wearing uniforms, right? He's like, "You guys delivering the new scry orbs for the My Siren 7s? Because the 6s are kind of old and it's hard to collect a lot of information from the wearers. You guys got the new ones, or?"
Richard, do you know what the My Siren 7s are? What it is?
Uh-huh.
Okay, maybe.
Roll for Richard. Roll for Richard to decept Pavel. Wait,
It's like a pixie that lives in a device and it has all the information for you. Kind of like a smartwatch.
Is this a room full of nerds?
Yeah.
Perfect. I have the perfect idea.
Oh boy.
One could say data analyst, or
Oh boy.
Well, we wish, but turns out there's a big recall with the newest versions that many of the people using them are falling in love with the artificial pixie inside. So we just came here to get to, and then I see on the other side, is that a door somewhere over there?
yeah, there's a door. Yep.
Yeah. We're just passing through the recalled ones without the microchip for falling in love. It's coming next week. I look back at Gammelalf and I go,
Gammelalf is like, yeah, right.
yeah, full thumbs up.
And he's not even really paying attention.
Perfect.
He's so absorbed by the things. But yeah, that sounds great. Okay.
And then before I say, another good idea is to take showers. Let's keep going.
Christ.
This room smells. This room smells.
Gammelalf is just like pulling
All right, and so
Hacker
you
by
pass
his
through.
collar.
Yeah.
You see on the other side, you open the door, and you see the adjoining room labeled broom closet.
Oh, thank God.
There's no lock on it or anything.
Well,
We enter.
Hacker, this is your moment. Your guy's apparently in this closet, is he not?
And I go, I would say I could smell him, but that room, holy shit. Well, let's get in. And I just open and rush in.
All
And
right,
then-
you rush into the broom closet, and it's far more spacious on the inside than you would have thought for a broom closet. And
hard.
you see none other than a familiar face.
Uh-oh.
What took you guys so long?
Oh, Louis.
What?
Oh,
Louis?
Yeah. This is the dragon guy that I saw coming inside.
This?
Yes, I am the dragon guy. What took you guys so long?
Louis,
Smelly
you're
children.
the guy on the inside. Oh my god, what a plot! What a fucking cliffhanger!
I thought everybody's gonna see it coming like a mile away, but
I thought
Okay.
I thought you had brought my son in just like because you're a fucking bootlicker.
well, yeah. Also,
I'm not still.
I didn't know you were the guy-
That
You're
you
gonna-
can trust Louis.
Well, wasn't this a fun one? Oh man, Richard is a delight. Well, but what will happen now that the group found Louis? And is he gonna be trustworthy? Will Hacker sabotage the mission? Or will he help them get to Nylon Husk's private plane? And also, what will happen there? Well, find out in our next episode. Until then, you can support Richard by following him on Instagram. That's Richard Cunha, Cunha. Paulina is that Patara. Daniel's Daniel Gagarin, our DM. Joshua Sussman goes by Joshua R. Sussman. And I go by Pavel Comedy. Stay safe in the necropolis out there. Until next time.